Good morning and welcome back to Nice Morning Commute, guys. The show where I take your questions and answer them on my way to work every morning. Today is actually kind of nice. It's a little rainy, but it's warm. I'm parked in the Cheese parking lot. So today, Mike asked me, and this is kind of an embarrassing one because there's a bit of a backstory to it. What do you do to take care of your star player? Me. Man cannot live on bread alone. Well, that's very true, and this has kind of been a bit of an ongoing fight between him, me, and a bunch of my friends. Because for Nightsmith, I am the star player. I'm the only player. I'm the guy who shoots, edits, curates, all that stuff, makes things. And when you're the one who does everything for yourself, regardless, even if you do have people, helping you in the periphery, like my wife does she does like camera work and stuff for me on occasion. I know Mike helps me out a ton behind the scenes, guys. Him and my one friend Mary were actually at one point my advisory board. Him, Mary, and my wife. Now it's just my wife and Mike. And they got pretty concerned with me for a while because I was just working myself to death. And you could see for a period my video editing was getting really good, and then I got really sloppy for a while. And one thing you guys have to remember is you do have to take care of yourself first. There are a few things that I do, but I want to impress upon you the fact that you need to take care of yourself first, always. Whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. Because if you can't help yourself, if you're not in a good state, you're not going to be in a good state to help anybody else. And most safety boards and advisory boards recognize this fact. Let me drop this down. You've heard put the mask on yourself first before you assist somebody else. Well, you need to, because in the mask situation, if you pass out, you're not helping anyone. So what do I do to take care of myself? I do my best to make sure I have at least 2 meals a day. I make sure I have my caffeine, all my stimulants. To make sure I don't murder somebody, I always make sure I have either my vape or a pipe with me, just to keep me from getting too antsy. I'm also trying to keep myself from getting into ruts, because I have a bad habit of once I find something, I just stay there. Like McDonald's. Once I eat McDonald's once or twice, and this is just something that I do, I'll just always eat at McDonald's. And it's a bad habit that I have to break that in the end ends up taking care of me. So I make sure I time. Wow, that truck is loud. Oh, it's because he's in the parking lot behind me. I make sure I time when I go to bed, when I wake up. I try to automate as many things as possible that are good for me. Step counters. And I incentivize myself with this one thing called Sweatcoin, which you make money when you walk. So the more I walk, the better it is for me. Also, the more money I make. Things like that. So I try to find ways to incentivize myself to take care of myself, because it's not one of the things I do best. I'm actually pretty bad at taking care of myself first. And I go through manic stages where I do nothing but work on projects. I can't sleep until I get this idea out of my head. Stuff like that. My other big thing is I kind of, it's almost ritualized to this point of shaving. Even in the winter, I still shave my neck. I still clean up the sides of my face, the area, my chin area. I clean that up. and I've been saying this for like a year now, I need to make a dedicated shaving video, how to shave with a straight razor. I love shaving with a straight razor. It's one of those things that does, it does take care of yourself, because not only does it get rid of the hair, but it also allows you to slow down, concentrate, and it's very satisfying, very rewarding when you're able to hand hone a blade that's sharper than a razor that you can buy out of the store. It's very satisfying, but it also cleans up your skin, which lends itself to being a skin care routine. Taking away the dead layer of skin, it shaves it off, but it gets rid of that skin. It helps open up the pores, which you're cleaning out, especially with the shaving brush. It helps exfoliate everything. So it's actually really good for you. And then the oils and stuff I put on my beard, I make my own beard balm, and that's part of my self-care routine. I stretch in the morning. I try to do I'm going to be starting getting into working out some more in the coming future here. I'm actually losing a decent amount of weight doing all these things. But I had a thought. I swear I had a thought. I was going somewhere with this. But the point of it is you can't do it all at once. You have to do small steps and make it into a routine. Oh, I also do meditation at night. Part of sitting in a parking lot, you get some strange people walking around you sometimes. I do a guided meditation every night, which I will be making available for everyone on the channel, but I'm also going to make that available for my dollar Patreons as a download. So, even if it's just $1, you can go on there, download it and then cancel your subscription. So, it's only cost you $1 and you have it forever. But the thing is, I want to make that available because I think sleep is one of the best things you can do for yourself as far as self-care. And it doesn't have to be anything big and sweeping. It could just be a compound of a lot of little things. And the biggest thing for self-care, the absolute biggest, and this is even bigger than sleep, is the ability to say no. You need to be able to tell people no. I can't do it. I'm taxed. I'm hurting today. I don't feel good. I need to say no for my own mental health. Whatever. You need to be able to give yourself permission to say no. And that's a big thing that a lot of people don't realize. And I need to be able to do just a whole video on this by itself. Saying no to people. It's cathartic when you do it. And the first couple times you do it, it hurts. Especially me, because I love helping people. That's 90% of the reason why I'm doing this, is I want to help people. But you have to be able to tell people no. And once you're able to do that, your life starts getting a lot easier. You see the people who, really care about you, the people who you need to be spending time on, because they would understand. Or the people who are trying to use you and you need to cut out of your life. Once you start telling them no, you can't do something for them, or you can't give them money, if they stick around, they're probably your friends. If they try to guilt you into stuff, they're not your friends. You shouldn't be wasting your time, energy, or resources on them. So that's a big part of self-care, is knowing who's around you and who you should be spending your time and resources on. And that all starts with saying no. So it was a little rambly this morning, but that's kind of what I do for self-care, what I do to take care of the star player of Knightsmith. And I believe if you do some of these things for yourselves, your life will really improve, because you do need to take care of you first. You need to take care of you. And if you don't, no one else really will. I've gotten lucky, and it's half luck, that I've curated such a great amount of friends that really do genuinely care about me and who I am and how I'm doing. And a lot of it is just a lifetime of building up these habits of saying no to people, of, you know, taking care of myself first, and also helping out as much as I can, but not overextending myself. And people see that and they tend to gravitate towards you. So, wow, this is a long video. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to cut it off now. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, then go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith to support this channel. Send me your question, guys. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, all that stuff down in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.